against the inside of the bell as if it sensed what was to come. Even with its preternatural strength, it could not break free. Older and far stronger creatures had tried and failed. Over the past years, John had caged many such beasts inside that glass cell. So many. Though he knew he was safe, his feeble heart still raced, the animal part of him sensing the danger in a way that his logical mind could not gainsay. He let out a shaky breath, reached into the secret chamber of the mantel and drew out an object wrapped in oilcloth. The prize was tied with a scarlet cord and encased inside a wax shell. Careful not to crack the waxy covering, John carried the bundle to the draped window, clutching it close against his chest. Even through the cloth and wax, a dreadful coldness emanated from the object and numbed his fingers and ribs. He opened the thick curtains a crack, allowing in a shaft of morning sunlight. With trembling hands, he placed the package in the pool of light that fell atop his stone desk and positioned himself on the other side of the bundle so that not the smallest shadow fell upon the object's surface. He drew a sharp flensing knife from his belt and cut through the wax and the scarlet cord. With great care, he parted the oilcloth as flakes of white tallow broke off and fell to his desk. Early morning, check, sunlight, shone on what lay revealed inside the cocoon of wax and cloth. A beautiful gemstone, as large as his palm, glowing an emerald green. But this was no emerald. A diamond, he whispered to the silent room. The chamber had gone quiet again as the creature inside the bell quailed away from what shone upon his desk. The beast's eyes darted around as light reflected from the gem and formed shimmering emerald veins across the plaster walls. John ignored the prisoner's fear and instead stared into the heart of the diamond at an inky darkness roiling inside. It flowed like a mix of smoke and oil, a living thing, as trapped inside the diamond as surely as the creature was inside the bell. Thank God for that. He touched the icy gem with one finger. According to legend, the stone had been quarried from a mine deep in the Far East. Like all great stones, this one was said to carry a curse. Men had killed to possess it, dying soon after it came into their hands. Smaller diamonds, mined from that same vein, graced the crowns of faraway rulers, but this one had not been put to such vain use. Carefully he lifted the green diamond. Decades had passed since he'd had it hollowed out. 2 jewelers had lost their eyesight using tiny diamond-tipped drills to create the empty space inside the stone's luxuriant green heart. A sliver of bone, so thin it was almost translucent, stoppered the small opening. A bone fetched from a Jerusalem tomb over 1,000 years before, the last intact piece of Jesus Christ. Or so it was claimed. John coughed. The metallic taste of blood filled his mouth, and he spat into a wooden bucket he kept near his desk. The disease that ate him from within left him little peace these days. He struggled for breath, wondering if this time the breath would fail to come. His lungs wheezed in his chest like a broken bellows. A muffled knock against the door startled him, and the stone slipped between his fingers and fell to the wooden floor. He lunged toward the precious green object with a cry. The stone landed on the floor, but it did not break. Pain lanced from John's heart into his left arm. He fell against the desk's stout leg. A beaker of yellow liquid crashed to the floor and spread across the boards. Smoke rose from the edge of a bearskin rug laid out on the floor. "Master D,"